we're back here on Thursday Night Live with Momwear. Thanks for joining us. I have a couple pieces. I feel like you've seen them intermittently with me taking pictures of them, but this week with the weather just being a tiny bit cooler, I have wore Luxe leggings, I think 3 out of the last 4 days. So I want to share with you, I'm now fully obsessed with these Luxe leggings. We released 2 new pair this Wednesday. We released 2 pair 2 Wednesdays ago, and that was 1 pair I wore this week, and I wish they were clean because they're really fun and different. But I want to talk to you about them. So this is a pair of Luxe. I wore a pair of the black ones, the blue ones, and the sage ones are all exactly the same. That's these with the pockets. And I did a little experimenting with the size with these. So you know I normally wear a size 4, and my sister told me to size down in these. So I sized down in the black Luxe to 2. And I felt like, I mean, they feel like they feel like close to a light and tight. So I experimented with these and did a 4. And I do think maybe next time I will stick with the 2 because you can see I've got a little bit of movement in here, which I don't like. I don't like my leggings to have any movement. So, and you can see I have a little bit in here when I move, and I don't. So I think I'm gonna stick with the 2. So my rule of thumb is, if somebody asks me if you want a pair of Luxe for Sunday fun day on the couch doing nothing but lounging, 100% stay true to size. If you want them to have some compression, downsize. And I think I am fully in love with compression, so I think I'm going to stick with downsize. But I was going to show you, they do have the side pockets, so you definitely still, this pocket's even deeper, it goes clear down here. So anyway, and they have kind of an unusual seam, so they've got a seam here and a seam here that aren't very far apart, but then there's really no seam in the back. So they've got kind of a different seam right here. But the only thing you need to know about these Luxe leggings is how they literally have to add butter to this fabric. I don't even know how to describe it. It is so, they're high-waisted, and the black, the blue, the calm blue, and the olive all have a drawstring. The one that I wore the other day with the mesh right here that just released, they have a drawstring on the inside that you don't see here, and then you can tighten it up here. My sister said for the first time ever, she was able to wear Luxe for a workout because the drawstring was here, she tied it down. And she's not a big Luxe person because she didn't want to have to pull her leggings up while she was working out, but she said the drawstring fixed all of that for her. For me, it's all about comfort, it's all about butter. So, get yourself a pair of Luxe, black, olive, or blue, and then they have the new fun ones with the mesh right here. And then this week we released the block, they're a block, neon, I don't know how to describe them. But it looks like the top part is dark, and it looks like it is a pair of shorts. The way they even shaped it looks like a pair of shorts. And then the bottom is one of them's more of a blue color like this one. One's a bright fluorescent yellow. They did add a feature, there went the light switch. They did add a feature on the new ones this week that they scrunched all the way up the leg. They don't have pockets, so they scrunched all the way up the side seam to kind of give it they call it a leg warmer look. So that's going to be something different. I can't wait to see what those look like. And they came out with matching bras. So anyway, get yourself a pair of Luxe. That's the moral of the story. That is the point of this week's video. I do have the chevron top on. Carson, can they see the detail in the chevron on here? Okay, and in the back, the chevron kind of changes direction and gives a different look down. Well, it even kind of does down the armpit. It's more of a solid. So the back has almost like a waistband looking piece right there. This tank says it's not restocking, but the last time it restocked, it said it wasn't restocking either. I didn't get this the first time it came out, and I kicked myself because a couple of my girlfriends did, and every time I saw them in it, I loved it. I mean, the chevron is just gorgeous. It just is a cute, but this is a tank. And I have to tell you, it's so easy to wear. It's comfortable. I don't know, it matches just about anything with this charcoal gray. I think my videographer has an itch on his eye, and he may need to itch. He's like making me a funny face right now. So if the camera moves, we're just gonna go with that. Anyway, But if you see this restock ever again, grab it. I promise you will not regret it. I think it's like $30, $31, so even that is a great price point. So I'm going to talk to you really quick. I'm going to leave a little food for thought, and I don't know if I've ever really explained this to you guys in depth in a video to make it understandable, but host a party. It seems like, ooh, why would I want to do that? That's what they did back in the day with Tupperware, whatever. Do it. Spread your love of Zaya with your friends. And the average party hits $1,000. So an average party gets 4 half-off items and $150 free merchandise. So the average party that I host hits that goal, and they usually pick joggers and leggings for their half-off. So they're, you know, a 70, anywhere from a 60 to an $80 item half off. And then they use the $150 for their tanks and their bras. So almost all of my ladies that host get 8 items for around $140, $145, which is a fantastic deal. Like, free and half off Zaya. Like, who doesn't want that? So I'm telling you, if you guys are interested with this weather changing and everybody kind of moving out of shorts and tanks into leggings and sweatshirts, host a party. I think you will be blown away by your party gift or party rewards. So I just want to explain that in detail. It on a graphic, it doesn't look that amazing, but trust me when I say it's amazing. I've had a couple parties that hit 2,000 and they get 8 half off items and 300 free. So just know that it's fantastic when you host. So do that. And I have to tell you, this week too, we sent Kippy back to school only one day this week because he's Monday, Wednesday. Monday was a holiday, but game changer, y'all. He needs to be with his teacher. He came home, told us the day was a 9 out of 10, and I said, well, what was the one? He goes, the mask. So he didn't really enjoy the mask, but he loved going back to school. And I think my big ones are, honestly, shake your head or yes or no. Are you ready to go back to school? You can speak. I mean, the big one's videoing today, not Cam, so we're not getting much narrative out of him. But yes, I think everybody in this house is excited to go back to school. So just to let y'all know, it's starting. The rotation of figuring out how to go back to school is working. So we're just going to keep crossing our fingers and saying our prayers that it continues to work and that even the big ones get to go back. So anyway, buy yourself a pair of leggings. Text me, send me a message if you want to host. And cross your fingers and say your prayers. We all get to go back to school soon. So thank you again for being here. I love y'all. I appreciate you. And I am so thankful that you keep joining and you keep watching and you're here for Mom More Life. Thanks. And I'll talk to you next Thursday. See